More than 5,000 years ago, a fertile region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers became the birthplace of one of humanity's earliest civilizations. Here, farmers, builders, and traders began shaping communities that would transform the course of human history. As villages expanded into busy cities, daily life became more organized and complex. Markets filled with merchants, farmers, and craftsmen exchanging goods, creating vibrant centers of trade that connected people from many different regions. With trade increasing and cities growing larger, people faced a serious challenge. Remembering every transaction, promise, and delivery became difficult. Human memory alone was no longer enough to keep track of the expanding economy. Along the banks of the great rivers, people discovered a valuable material. Soft clay, gathered from the water's edge, could be shaped into small tablets, providing a simple yet durable surface for recording information. Using a stylus made from sharpened reeds, scribes pressed small wedge-shaped impressions into wet clay. These marks represented numbers, goods, and ideas, slowly forming one of the earliest writing systems in human history. Clay tablets quickly became essential tools for merchants and officials. By recording shipments, payments, and agreements, scribes helped ensure that trade remained organized and fair in the rapidly growing cities of Mesopotamia. As writing became more important, specialized scribes were trained to master the complex system of symbols. Their ability to read and record information made them highly respected members of early Mesopotamian society. Rows of clay tablets dried under the sun, preserving valuable information for future generations. For the first time, human knowledge could be stored permanently rather than relying only on spoken words and memory. Temples served not only as places of worship, but also as centers of administration and storage. Scribes carefully recorded deliveries of grain, oil, and livestock, helping manage the resources that sustained the city's population. Trade routes connected Mesopotamian cities with distant regions across deserts and mountains. Merchants carried goods over long journeys, while written records ensured that valuable cargo and agreements were carefully documented. Learning to become a scribe required years of dedicated study. Students practiced writing complex symbols on clay tablets, gradually mastering the skills needed to record information for temples, markets, and city leaders. Writing soon became an essential tool for governing large populations. Laws, decisions, and agreements could now be preserved permanently, allowing leaders to maintain order and consistency within their growing cities. Over time, thousands of clay tablets were created, documenting nearly every aspect of daily life. These records formed the earliest archives and libraries, preserving knowledge that might otherwise have been forgotten. Writing also allowed people to preserve stories and legends once passed only through spoken tradition. Scribes recorded heroic tales, myths, and historical events, ensuring that cultural memories would survive across generations. As the usefulness of writing became clear, the cuneiform system spread throughout Mesopotamia. Traders, scholars, and officials carried this knowledge between cities, allowing written communication to expand across the region. With writing firmly established, civilization entered a new era. Information about trade, law, religion, and history could now be preserved and shared, shaping the development of societies for centuries to come. Writing allowed information to travel across great distances. Messengers carried clay tablets containing instructions, agreements, and news between cities, strengthening connections between distant communities and rulers. Agriculture was the foundation of Mesopotamian life. By recording harvests and food supplies, scribes helped ensure that cities could manage resources effectively and support growing populations. Kings quickly realized the importance of written records. Palace archives stored thousands of clay tablets containing tax records, trade agreements, and official decisions that helped manage the expanding kingdom. Writing allowed people to record important events and achievements. These early historical records helped preserve the stories of cities, rulers, and societies that shaped the ancient world. Epic tales of heroes and adventures were among the earliest stories written on clay tablets. These narratives captured the imagination of listeners and became some of the oldest surviving literature. Once dried or baked in ovens, clay tablets became remarkably durable. Many survived for thousands of years, preserving valuable information long after the cities that created them had disappeared. The writing system, first developed in Mesopotamia, gradually spread across neighboring regions. As cultures adopted written communication, the exchange of knowledge and ideas became easier than ever before. Writing transformed the way societies organized themselves. Laws, trade agreements, religious practices, and cultural traditions could now be preserved and shared across generations. Large collections of clay tablets filled temple and palace archives. These early libraries stored valuable records that helped cities manage resources, govern populations, and preserve knowledge. Scholars carefully studied written records to understand history, trade, and society. Written knowledge allowed ideas and discoveries to travel far beyond the lifetime of a single generation. Through trade and communication, writing spread far beyond its original birthplace. Neighboring cultures adopted similar systems, expanding the influence of written language across ancient civilizations. New generations of scribes continued mastering the art of writing. Their dedication ensured that knowledge, laws, and traditions would be preserved long into the future. Over centuries, some of the once great cities of Mesopotamia gradually declined and fell into ruin. Wind and sand slowly covered the ancient streets, burying the records of a remarkable civilization. Thousands of years later, archaeologists uncovered buried clay tablets beneath the desert sands. These discoveries revealed the earliest writing system and provided insight into the lives of ancient peoples. Historians and linguists worked carefully to decode the mysterious symbols pressed into clay tablets. Slowly, the voices of ancient civilizations began to speak again through their written records. The invention of writing marked a turning point in human history. From simple marks pressed into clay grew the ability to record knowledge, preserve culture, and build civilizations that would shape the world. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content like this.